Welcome to episode 2 of the Playback Pod. I'm Bryce. That's Elijah. Before we start, we want to thank everybody for y'all support, all the comments, all the feedback. We really appreciate it. For some that
Appreciate
we've just
y'all.
started, we really appreciate the love and support, and we will keep grinding. Roll the roll the 1K. Now let me not even say that. We don't got that rank. Roll to
On
100
it.
subscribers.
We're gonna get
Roll to
100
100
first.
subscribers. That's what we really want first. On today's episode, today's a special type of episode. We have our first ever guest on the episode. Our great friend of ours, Jabril, will be joining us later on in the
On
episode,
it.
and he will just be discussing his life. You know how things have transpired for him throughout his athletic career with the injury that he took last summer, just things of that nature, and just how he's been able to cope with it and how his life is looking now, and his plans in the future. We're gonna get into a Super Bowl preview of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, a rematch of the 2022 Super Bowl. We're gonna get into a recap of the games from last Sunday. So let's dive right in. So we're gonna dive right in into a monster
I
beatdown
mean,
by the
wow.
Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Washington football team, the Washington Redskins, the Washington Commanders, whatever you would like to call them, 55 to 23. Jalen Hurts in this game was 20 for 28, 246 yards, one touchdown with his arm, got sacked twice. Saquon Barkley on the ground had 15 carries for 118 yards and three touchdowns. Will Shipley, the backup, had four carries for 77 yards and one touchdown, along with a great, I believe it was a 50-yard return. I believe it was a, let's see,
It
I believe it
was
was
40 yards, 40 yards.
with a big 40-yard return in the beginning of the game. Jalen Hurts with 10 carries and 16 yards and three rushing touchdowns on his own, aka the touch push. That'll be a topic I'm gonna bring up too. The touch push. AJ Brown, six receptions, 96 yards, one touchdown. Dallas Goedert, seven receptions for 85 yards. Devontae Smith, four receptions for 45 yards. Now look at the Washington side. Jaden Daniels, 29 for 48, 255 yards, one touchdown, one interception, and three sacks for 27 yards total. Jaden Daniels also had six carries for 48 yards and a touchdown. Brian Robinson added to that with 11 carries for 36 yards, and Austin Eckler had eight carries for 15. On the receiving end, Zach Ertz, Philly, I don't know
Legend.
if
I call him a legend.
native, legend,
I call
native,
him a, I
whatever you
call
want
him a
to call
legend.
it.
He helped us win the Super Bowl here.
Zach Ertz, 11 receptions, 104 yards. Terry McLaurin, three receptions for 51 yards, one touchdown. Uh, we still don't know how to say his name, Brown. He was definitely Doodoo Brown during that
Miami.
game. Diami Brown, three
He
receptions
coughed
for
up that
42
ball.
yards. Um, and yeah, man. I mean, you can start with, you're the Eagles fan here.
Yep.
How do you feel about, I'm starting with the offense first because this is a
Yep.
big concern going into this playoff game. How do you feel with Jalen Hurts and the offense's performance from the play calling to Jalen Hurts himself? How do you feel about, in my opinion, Jalen Hurts silencing a lot of doubters going into this
Yep.
playoff game?
I mean, listen, leading up into the week, there was obviously questions of Jalen Hurts. And listen, they were warranted. He's not I'm not gonna say warranted, but it's understandable. You're seeing this guy that's being ranked as a top 10 quarterback, but he's not putting up top 20 quarterback numbers or top five quarterback numbers. You know, it's been criticized the entire play. He's getting carries, he's getting backpacked. But listen, Jalen Hurts, he's a quarterback. He doesn't care about stats. He cares about wins. And listen, today he showed that he can still put up those great numbers and lead his team to victory like he did today. And I'm not, and Jalen Hurts had a good game, but listen, today really encapsulates what this Eagles team is all about. And it's about the entire team as all three phases of the game. I mean, offense, defense, and special teams showed out today. I mean, listen, forcing a fumble on the kick return, I believe after we scored a touchdown with like a minute left in the second quarter, Will Shipley forced the fumble on the kickoff return, got us the ball back. We were able to go down and score before the half. And listen, That defense showed up forcing what, three fumbles, I believe, and an interception. And no, the offense, seven rushing touchdowns, and obviously Jalen Hurts had his passing touchdown. I mean, listen, it really encapsulates today that the Philadelphia Eagles are undoubtedly the best team in the league, talent wise, at this point, and they really showed it against this Commanders team. And for the Commanders side of the ball, I mean, listen, Jaden Daniels, you can hang your head on this. You can say, hey, I did all I could because he really balled out this game. No, Jaden Daniels really he balled out this game. But listen, when your team coughs up the ball four times and the Eagles go down and capitalize on it with 21 points off of those turnovers, listen, that's just you can't get rid of the ball and you have to be able to get stops on defense. And listen, this Eagles offensive machine today, this defensive machine and that special teams machine couldn't really be stopped. So, but as for that offensive side of the ball, I mean, Kellen Moore was really in his bag this game. I mean, listen, this was probably the best called game by Kellen Moore so far in his Eagles tenure. I mean, a lot of motions, a lot of RPOs, a lot of getting Hurts out on the run to his right, a lot of giving him a lot of creative route concepts. Like I said last week, this week before, I said the Eagles offense needs to be more imaginative, needs to have more crossing concepts, needs to have all these things that it didn't have previously that was kind of stagnating in the passing offense. That wasn't seen today. I mean, today, listen, it was not today, but Sunday. But I mean, listen, it was just very creative. It was very refreshing to see these concepts that we know this offense does good on. We know that Jalen Hurts does good on, and it was nice to see him clicking on all phases.
Yeah, man. Spot on. I feel the same way. I mean, Jalen Hurts. What one thing that I said was Jalen Hurts got to throw that ball, and
Mm-hmm.
boy oh boy did he throw that ball. 20 for 28, only eight incomplete passes, 246 yards and one touchdown. What I liked, he got his receivers going early. He targeted AJ Brown and Devontae Smith early. Dallas Goedert always going to get his. He's kind of the
Mm-hmm.
safe goat. He's gonna go get you open, get you about 5, 6 yards. Honestly, you could just say he's a guaranteed first down machine. Honestly, in
Yeah.
my opinion. But he got his receivers going really, really early. And that's not something we've seen really recently. He got him going early. AJ Brown was just cooking. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
cooking Marshawn Lattimore. Every time they seen Marshawn Lattimore line up 1-on-1, they took that chance. And if they
Mm-hmm.
could not get that chance, they immediately tried to go back and get it. And I
Yep.
like the aggressiveness from the Eagles, especially on the offense side of the ball. First play, Saquon on a pitch. Saquon Barkley just takes it for about,
I
what was
mean,
it,
listen,
60 yards?
can't say enough
60?
about Saquon, man.
First, first play. Saquon Barkley, man, is just proving. That's nothing. Saquon Barkley is proving that it's not always the players. What did I say? Sometimes not always the players. It's coaching. It's the system. There are so many
Mm-hmm.
players in bad systems. Saquon Barkley is a generational talent, running back. Me and you have had this discussion for years. I've said he's better than Christian McCaffrey. People looked at me
Yep.
crazy for it. And look what's happening now when they're in the same, when they're in a good system. He's flourishing. I mean, listen, Super Bowl, apparently that's his birthday. He also has the chance to break Terrell Davis's record for most rushing yards in I think regular season and playoffs combined with something like that.
Yep.
Incredible. It's incredible. This if they win the Eagles win the Super Bowl, which I think they will, this might be the greatest. This might be the heist of the century.
Mm-hmm.
And in all of sports, in my opinion, all of sports, here you go from a Giants team where they literally tell him, you can go ahead and test the market. Where
Yep.
they are where they even have people saying, I would have a hard time sleeping at night if he goes to the Eagles. I quote that. And look what's happening. The only instance of a player of this caliber being a heist like this was Kevin Durant when he went to Golden State. And even though he wasn't alive for it, Deion Sanders winning a Super Bowl and then going to Dallas the next year to win a Super Bowl. That is the
Yeah.
only other heist big as this because it's like, and I think if Kenneth Gainwell is still that running back and there's no Saquon, Eagles aren't as good as they are this year. Saquon
Yep.
opens up everything. It opens up so much. And I mean, I'm very impressed by Jalen Hurts. I'm just so impressed by the way that he was getting the ball downfield, finding guys, and 2 sacks. Two. He wasn't. If it was pressure coming, what did he do? Get rid of it. You got four
That's
downs.
what we. That's
Get rid of
yep.
it. Just get rid of it. You don't gotta hold the ball. Don't gotta make the big play. Just get rid of it. And
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Don't gotta make, like I said, don't need to make the big play. Get rid of the ball. Boom, boom, go, go, go. And I mean, they just carved Washington's defense up. And on the defensive side of the ball for the Eagles, man, were they a man against boys. Zach Braun,
Mm-hmm.
again, again, that is my defensive player of the year. 12 tackles, one tackle for a loss. And I believe either he forced the fumble or he picked it up. I'm not
Both.
sure.
He did both. He did both.
Listen, I'm a Zach Braun guy. I think he's amazing. I think he is the defensive player of the year. I mean, you look at the stats. I'm not gonna read all of it, but I mean, man, oh man, the Eagles was everywhere. They were everywhere. Even though Jaden Daniels only got sacked 3 times, one more than Jalen Hurts did, they were on him. They were everywhere. They contained him, made him trying to stay in a pocket and throw the football. They tried to make him throw it. They were forcing fumbles. And another thing that I really loved from that offense and the defense combined was the defense did what they usually do. They get turnovers, but usually we see the Eagles kick field goals. Every
Mm-hmm.
time the Eagles got a turnover, if I'm not mistaken, they scored on every turnover.
Yep.
They scored, got a fumble on a kick return, and scored right after.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we got the guy, what's his name? Luvu, jumping
Louisville.
3 times.
Frankie
They,
Louisville. Oh man.
Well, I think Washington jumped. Frankie Louvu jumped over.
he, if you ever play, it was so funny because it made me remind me of if you ever play like Madden or NCAA, if you get a repeated penalty like offside too many times, they'll kick you for excessive reaching, and then the
Yep.
ref is gonna say, if he does it again, we can award the team a touchdown. I never knew that was a rule. I
Nah, me neither.
never knew you could do this. I Cuz literally just showed the world a new rule. I never knew that. So I'm very impressed with the Eagles. But we're not just gonna do all Eagles talk. Jaden
Mm-hmm.
Daniels, you get your flowers. For you to be a
Listen.
rookie quarterback, for you to go 12-5, be a rookie quarterback, beat one of the best teams in the NFC in the Lions, be able to play as good as you played all year. I mean, listen, just for you to be a rookie, man. Um, we give all praises to you. You have
Mm-hmm.
he had 3,568 yards this year, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, with a 70.5 QBR rating. He was fourth in the league as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
His QBR rating was fourth in the league for a rookie season. He was great. They found they quarterback. They found a franchise quarterback, and he unlocked Terry McLaurin this year. Terry McLaurin was playing out of his mind this year. Jaden Daniels, we're gonna give you your flowers. I cannot wait to see him next year, especially we have sophomore slumps. We've seen it with CJ Stroud, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do with Jaden Daniels next year because they're all in. I think Dan Quinn is all in. He's all in. He loves Jaden McDaniels. He's all in.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna get him the right pieces. Then they're gonna try and build around that defense a little bit more. Maybe go on a free agency, trying to get him another receiver, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that run game. I like Eckler. I like Robinson. I think they have a great run game. I think he's just a rookie. They're going against a bunch of some pros. He was going. I mean, he played against a pro defense, a great defense, and like I say, he's a rookie. This happens. Your first year, you went to the NFC Championship game. Your first year.
Yeah.
This kid, he got some promise. He got a lot of promise, and I cannot wait to see what Jaden Daniels does in the future. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on him. You may, but you may be on the B Money Snipers fantasy football team next year. Keep your eye out, buddy.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the Eagles, man.
Just one more
Dominant.
thing about these Commanders, and putting all my bias to the side here. Like you just said, Jaden Daniels, great quarterback. I mean, you can't. I mean, just from an NFL fan perspective, at least for me, not an Eagles fan perspective. I mean, it was a joy to watch Jaden Daniels play against my Eagles and play against these other NFL teams. I mean, whenever you see a young quarterback like this have the poise he has the calmness he has that veteran type of aura to him, you know. it's a joy to watch because he came in here. He did not look like a rookie at all season. I mean, it looked like he was a seasoned vet. He already played 10 years of the league. He knows how to dissect the defense, and it's always fun to watch that. And this Commanders team, hey, it's a lot of good things to look forward to. Y'all enjoying our vacation in Cancun right now as we speak. But hey, listen, you're third in cap space in the NFL. You have like $120 million going to this offseason. You can upgrade weapons. Like T. Higgins is going to hit the free agent market. We have a lot of weapons.
No, no,
You could
no, no.
upgrade that.
T. Higgins will be in New England.
Hey, listen, we don't know until we know, but hey,
No, no, no,
who
no, no.
knows?
T. Higgins will be in New England.
Hey, listen, we don't know until we know, but hey, I mean, this is for Commanders fans. Hey, listen, there's a lot to look forward in the future, and don't hang your head on this season like, oh, we didn't get to the big one. Hey, listen, you're way ahead of schedule. Like I said last week, these
Way ahead of
rebuilds really,
schedule.
these rebuilds. I mean, under new ownership, under an entirely new coaching staff, these things take years. These things take decades. These things maybe even take centuries. But hey,
And you
the
found your
Commanders have. Yep.
oh, I'm my
What
bad. I was about to say
you got? You got.
you found your starting quarterback. That's
Mm-hmm.
the first thing. You've got a good offense. Second thing, you've got a pretty good defense. You have the three keys to success. All you
Just
need
got
to
to
do
build on
now
it.
is just find the little small pieces to plug in the
Mm-hmm.
puzzle. I won't be surprised if we can see Jaden Daniels. Hot take: Jaden Daniels will be in a Super Bowl before his career is done and over. Cameron's gonna be in a Super Bowl. The way he playing, I really believe it. I have a lot of. I said the same thing about CJ Stroud last year, but I
Mm-hmm.
really do see a lot of promise in Jay Daniels. I do. I just see so much. He's he confident, and that's another thing. He confident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't play that great against the Eagles, but he was confident. He didn't hang his head once. Game
Yep.
was over. They talked to him. They told him, "Listen, you nice. And he is nice, and he's gonna have a great. I think he's gonna have a great second year. I don't. I think he might skip the
Yep.
sophomore slump. I really do.
Yeah.
All right. So enough Eagles talk. We're gonna talk about the other game from Sunday.
Chiefs Bills, and it's just every year we hear it every year, almost every year. It's Bills Chiefs in the playoffs, and the outcome has been the same every single time. Josh Allen and these Buffalo Bills are now 0-4 against these Patrick Mahomes led Chiefs in the playoffs. And I mean, I know I said last week on this podcast episode that these wins by the Chiefs aren't sustainable. And one point they're gonna break. But this game changed my perspective on that. And what it really comes down to is that the Chiefs, no matter what, they're going to be better coached. They're going to have better execution. Patrick Mahomes is going to show up when it matters. Andy Reid is going to call the right plays. And listen, Steve Spagnuolo, that defensive coordinator, listen, on that last play, it was just an absolute defensive coaching masterclass by him on that final drive and throughout the game. So at the end of the day, it's not about scraping these wins by. It's about winning the game, and that's one thing these Chiefs know how to do is win football games. And that's why they're back in the Super Bowl. That's why they're going for the three-peat, and that's why they're seen as one of the best dynasties so far we've seen in the NFL's history.
I said this on the last episode. The refs cannot like. I just. I'm not gonna blame it all on the refs, but Josh Allen had a first down, and that Xavier Worthy catch. The
Catch, I
reason
mean,
you
listen,
see the ball bounce off the ground and they call it a catch. Are you serious? Are we serious? Like, maybe it's because I'm biased, but I truly believe they want Patrick Mahomes to be better than Tom Brady. They are doing whatever it takes for him to just have the better. They're trying to. I feel like they're trying to wipe Brady. They want him to just be better than Brady. But guess what, buddy? You'll never be better than my quarterback. My quarterback beat you twice in a Super Bowl and an AFC Championship. I don't care if Tom Brady was my quarterback when he beat you in the Super Bowl. He gave you the belt twice. Twice. Belt, boys. Belt, boys. All right, I'm sorry. That was a lot.
uh,
I'm sorry. I have a lot of anger behind me. I'm sorry. I just don't like, just getting to the stats. Patrick Mahomes, 18 for 26, 245 yards, one touchdown, sacked twice. Kareem Hunt, 17 carries, 54 yards, one touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 11 carries, 43 yards, two touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, 2 carries for 16 yards. And Pacheco, 5 carries for 12 yards. Xavier Worthy, 6 receptions for 85 yards and one touchdown. Before I read the rest of them stats, Xavier Worthy, he fast. That brother is fast. That boy is fast, and he's a great receiver. Besides that dumb catch that they said he caught, Xavier Worthy, he was showing off. He was showing off. Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 receptions, 60 yards. Hollywood Brown, 3 receptions for 35 yards. Travis Kelce, 2 receptions for 19 yards. I was trying to say he was wide. That was my next session. I was gonna ask if he was wide, and I couldn't get it out in time. DeAndre Hopkins, 1 reception for 11 yards. Wide. They talking about they gave me up for pennies. Wide. Yeah. When the Bills side, Josh Allen, 22 for 34, 2 touchdowns, 237 yards, sacked twice for 10 yards. James Cook, 13 carries. Your boy, James Cook, 13 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 11 carries for 39 yards. Matt Collins, 3 receptions for 73 yards and one touchdown. James Cook with 3 receptions, 49 yards. Kahil Shakir, I think that's how you say his name. I apologize, I butchered his name. 6 receptions for 46 yards. Amari Cooper, 4 receptions for 33 yards. Keon Coleman, 1 reception for 12 yards. Honestly, it was a great game. It really was. It was a good game. It was very entertaining. It ended up being what I said it was going to be, a shootout. I said it was going to be a shootout. It was a very competitive game, good game. Both offenses was just clicking. It was great, enjoyable football. But I think it's time for us to discuss Josh Allen getting it done when it matters. Now you can't blame that all on Josh. That last play, they sent the military, they sent the Air Force, they sent SEAL Team 6, they sent everybody at him. But the narrative is now, can he get the job done against Mahomes? 0-4, he hasn't been able to do it in a playoff. He just can't. He hasn't been able to get the job done against Mahomes. I don't know what it is. He just can't get it done. And honestly, the Bills, in my opinion, played a good football game. They really did. They only lost by 3 points. What are you supposed to do with that? What are you supposed to do when you lose games close like this consistently? What are you supposed to do? I mean, they all come down to one possession. Either it comes down to a bad call or just comes down to being outplayed. And Patrick Mahomes, he don't get it done. He's just gonna get it done every single time. It's just unbelievable how good he's really a great quarterback. He's gonna get it done every single time. But I think it's time for us to really think about Josh Allen cannot beat this man. They cannot do it. I really thought they was gonna beat them. I picked them to play the Eagles in Super Bowl. I thought they was gonna get it done. I really did. James Cook was running through everybody. He was running through everybody. He was catching everything, running through everybody. I generally thought that they were going to beat the Chiefs. And the 3 people would be stopped. But Patrick Mahomes, if there's a will, there's a way. He finds a way every single time. It's insane to me. He really is insane. I mean, at the end of the game, I believe that was Matt Collins. If he catches that ball, that's a crazy play. But I mean, you can't just determine it off that last 4th down alley-oop half court. You can't count on that, but it's just, you got to really understand, he can't beat him. He can't do it. He can't beat him. Travis Kelce had 2 receptions, but for some reason, every time he gets the ball, them 2 receptions be the worst time for him to catch it. It'd be the worst time.
Yeah.
And Kareem Hunt, he was also running that ball. It was a good game. It was a very good competitive game, but I think the better man won again, and it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be the story again. I'm gonna keep reiterating it again. Can Josh Allen beat Patrick Mahomes and get over the hump?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we've seen the story 4 times before. We've played these games before. All of these American football NFL watchers, we've all played these games before, and we've all seen the results. For the last 5 years, Josh Allen's not been able to get over the hump. But listen, every time they play, it's always going to be a great game between two great quarterbacks in Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and we saw that again. We're watching two gods play football in the AFC, and listen, it's going to be fireworks every time. But when you look at the team, you can go to the calls, you can go to that Xavier Worthy catch, you can go to that Josh Allen fourth down stop, you can go to all these things. But at the end of the day, the Bills still had a chance to get it done. I mean, they had a drive with 2 minutes left. I know they were within the 2 minute warning on their last drive. And listen, and this is where it comes down to where the Chiefs have that winning DNA. The Chiefs, no matter what, the Chiefs are inevitable. They're going to get something done. And Steve Spagnuolo was game planning for it all game. I know he was mugging the defensive line for most of the game and blitzing there because Steve Spagnuolo, he loves the blitz, and no matter what, he is going to blitz. He's going to live and die by the blitz. And listen, he mugged the D line on that last play like he's been doing all game, and then dropped linebackers back and had Trent McDuffie, who was lined up in man coverage on Khalil Shakir, I believe, have Trent McDuffie fire out of a cannon from that pretty sure it was slot position. And Josh Allen, he shifted the coverage. You can check before the play. He shifted his offensive line protection to the left side because they listen. It's been heavy left side. It's been heavy up the middle. It's been heavy this blitz the entire game. And I mean, that's just one thing. Steve Spagnuolo, no matter what, I mean, listen, he's going to get it done. And he showed that, like, listen, when it comes down to it, the better coaching wins, better game plans win, and better quarterback play wins. And we seen it this game. And I mean, on that last drive, Andy Reid, I mean, just great play calling. I know on that last play to Samaje Perine, he pretty sure his man coverage. He had whoever the Bills middle linebacker was, number 43, out there was man coverage guarding Samaje Perine, and Andy Reid dialed up a play to where he had a duo on the left with Travis Kelce and I believe another receiver, had him come across the middle slant, fog up that middle of the field so that linebacker couldn't come down and get Samaje Perine in time. And in the end, you can see the play. Samaje Perine was able to get that edge and get that first round to end the game. I mean, you know, just great coaching, great quarterback play, and when you have a team like this, a team like the Chiefs, who's made 7 AFC Championship games in Patrick Mahomes' tenure at QB, it's just they know how to win football games, and we've seen it once again. And I think we're going to continue seeing it as long as Andy Reid's that head coach, as long as Steve Spagnuolo is that defensive coordinator, and as long as Patrick Mahomes is that quarterback. We're always going to see these Chiefs win football games. So I mean, listen, it's just in their DNA, and the rest of the AFC, especially these Bills, especially the contending teams. I mean, listen, you can have a great regular season, but listen, when you match up against these Chiefs, listen, it's always going to be a fight. You could do no matter how good a regular season you have, no matter how good your players are. Listen, you go in the Arrowhead or you play those Chiefs, it's always going to be a tough matchup.
There's only been 3 people to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow beat him in the playoffs. Tom Brady, we beat him in 2019 or 20. Yes,
19,
I believe
1920.
2019. We played at Arrowhead in the freezing cold. And Tom Brady, when he beat him in the Super Bowl, it's inevitable. Like you said, the AFC, y'all better watch out. I mean, Pat got the AFC on lock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all got to go through Pat. And it don't look like nobody's beating them. So, okay, so welcome to part 2 of today's episode. This is the interview section. So we're gonna try and do interviews maybe every few episodes. Every episode, we're gonna interview certain people that we just choose. Just want to be on a podcast, great vibes, people we want to talk to. And today, We have our good friend Jabril. Jabril is a great student athlete. He's currently a senior at Shum High School. He is an athlete, a man of God, a great helper, a very good friend, a friend of mine especially, and Elijah. And he wanted to be on a podcast. He wanted to be our first person to interview that we interview. And you know
I'm
what? We was
being
like,
held. I'm being held hostage. I don't want to do this, no, y'all.
He's
ignore
obviously
what he
joking.
said, and we gonna let him on. So first off, how you doing, Jabril? How was your day? How you doing?
Doing good, bro. Life is great. Life is good. How y'all doing, man?
We're doing
We're doing
excellent. We're
doing
excellent.
great, doing great.
So before we get into like the questions that I have for you, I just want you to talk about yourself a little bit. Just get into yourself just a little bit, things about
Right.
you, so the people know just a little bit about yourself.
What's this all about me first day of class?
Yeah,
Boom.
bro.
Y'all see it, your bro. Black Lives Man, student Cheyenne High School, class of 25. Hoop for Shawham, AU, PA Royals basketball I'm saying. Just went through just went through a little injury back in April, but I'm saying we bouncing back, getting life together, and yeah, it's me.
Okay, so you kind of highlighted what kind of the biggest thing I want to talk about. I want you to kind of have a safe, let this be a safe space for you to talk about your injury. How so?
My fault. My fault. I
All
had to
right, go
yell.
ahead.
So, um, can you just kind of walk us through when the injury happened, how it happened, before I get into anything else? Just kind of walk us through like what happened. How did it happen? How did you feel? What kind of was going through your mind at time as just the play happened itself?
All right, so boom, it's April 7th. For real, my injury started April 6th. It started the second game of my first tournament of the season. We playing we playing EPA. We playing Eastern PA. So I feel like I really tore my ACL. I'm guarding number 35. He like his brother's super good. I'm guarding him. I go for a hard pivot, and then I feel something in my knee. I'm not really minding it, like adrenaline going on. I'm trying to win the game. So game going on, I'm playing through it. We end up winning. Shout out Nico. My dog number 11 on West hit the game winner for us in double OT, I think. So then next day start. We playing Philly Pride 302. And then I'm doing my business, go to work, hit a three, get two lays, and then I go for a board. I come down. My leg go this way, my body go this way.
Mm.
I get on the ground. I'm not gonna say what I was saying, but just know it was a whole lot of devil in my talk. So I'm on the ground. I'm thinking it's probably a hyperextension. I'm not trying to think the worst of it. So then my coach and my pop get me up. My man camera turned off. You almost show your face.
I'm charging my
I'm
phone,
not being
bro.
with you. I'm not being with you.
Can
I'm
we
charging
get
my
back?
phone, young bull. Get back to your story.
Can we get back on track?
Yeah. All right, so I get ice from the trainer who was at the tournament, sit down, and then we go to the doctor the next day. I get my x-ray done. X-ray look cool. We do the MRI, and then I get the results back from the doctor. Said, yeah, it's a slight torn of the ACL and two tears of the lateral meniscus and anterior meniscus. I heard that news. I started
What
bawling my eyes
happened,
out,
yeah?
dude. Like I'm just crying. I'm thinking it's over. Like it felt like life was on like a downhill. Because what you mean? I just tore my ACL. So we there. He's telling me like, yeah, it's going
You
to take
serious right now, bro?
about. Yo, what you? Are you talking when I'm talking?
Can we
Yeah.
please get back on track for the task at hand?
My fault. My fault. So boom. I forgot where I left off at. Oh, he's telling me it's going to take about 7 to 9 months to recover. I'm going to do PT for 6 months, then sports therapy for three, then I get cleared to hoop. Right now, we're at the 9 month stage, so I'm getting cleared February 9th to come back. My man left. And I mean, mentally, I was super down. I would say I was probably in a drought for about like 2 months.
All right, so wait, that was another question that I was gonna ask you. So you discussed what happened, how the injury happened. You discussed the emotions. So because I spent that summer with you, so I know kind of how you felt and how you were going, but just kind of talk about your mental at that time. How were you like, going through the summer, having to watch your guys go to battle without you, for your school season, having to still watch your team, your guys battle without you, not being able to just pick up a basketball and just go hoop like you used to. How did that affect you? How did that like mess up your mental and like kind of take a tear on your mental health and just your health in general? Because your life as you know it is basically to your eyes is kind of gone because yeah, you can come back, you can do your recovering, but you don't know if this is really the end. So just talking to how your mental was going through that summer after the injury, going into like the school year where you started hooping it, like kind of getting more active. How was your mental during that point? How did you find a ways to cope with it? What did you do to kind of distract yourself?
So I would say my mental through that whole summer, my mental is not the best. Like I'm watching my homies hoop, and then we playing teams that we should beat, but they not winning, and I'm feeling like I have a part to play in us not winning because I'm not there for my team. And I'm knowing I'm one of the biggest parts to that team. So it's just hurting like, damn, I could have really been out here like thriving with my homies because we could have really been big stage. And then school, like I would say school ball hurt this year because it's my final year and I don't really get redemption for it since I'm a senior. And I really expected this year to be the year I really like balled out and just show what all my work has been put towards. And then to cope, I say when I first got hurt, definitely Cartoon Network was my way to cope. I'm downstairs, I'm watching
I'm go watching
watching
Amazing World of
regular show.
Gumball.
Yeah, bro. I'm watching regular show, getting my leg on, going up and down. And then probably going outside, actually like being active and social again definitely helped me cope. Because at the time, I was still trying to find who I was again because I really defined my life around basketball. And when that was taken away from me, it was like I don't know who I was. So I was just outside with my homies, just finding my purpose again.
So that kind of goes to my next question. So you talk about finding your purpose. You talk about kind of losing yourself in a battle of is myself really gone because of your injury? So what did you learn about yourself throughout this injury? Because as you said now, um, you are on pace to come back and play, and I'm very proud of you for that. So what did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about the warrior side of you? What did you learn about the vulnerable side of you? What did you kind of depict about yourself going through this injury, going through the summer on your recovery? Like, what did you learn? Because I'm gonna tell the people now, he's moving, he's active, he's hooping again, and he looked great. And I know y'all gonna call it glaze, but this is really my brother, and he looked great.
Yeah.
He moving, and I'm very proud to see what he's been through and the way that he's been able to get through this. So, what did you find about yourself? What did you learn?
Uh, I kind of learned that like I learned to not give up because I feel like before the injury, I was always just used to like when things get hard, run away from it. And this veered me in the direction of yo, when things get hard, if you want to see the results that you've been wishing and praying for, you gotta put the work in towards it. Cause you can't just get a diamond out of playing sticks and stones like you a what's bro, what's the caveman John called, bro? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I
The
don't. I don't.
bro, the Jones that's on the Cocoa Puffs, bro.
Oh, the Flintstones?
Yeah,
Oh my
like you a
God.
Flintstone, bro.
There you go.
I'll say that. But what's my other questions? What's my other questions? Call
So
from
what
me.
did you so you describe what you learned about yourself. So you kind of answered the question. So I kind of just want to go into like maybe around my last question. So with you coming back, number one, quick question: how do you feel? How does your body feel? Now, mentally, you might feel a different way, but how does your body feel right now? With you being on your way to come back, how do your mental health feel? How does your body feel as you come back and you're getting ready to suit up?
My mental feel good. I know I'm most likely not gonna come back for my school ball season, but I'm definitely gonna sneak in this last season with AAU with my guys and just show the world what they was missing out on with us. Because we definitely have a special team to where we can definitely win big tournaments like that. And my body feel great. I feel like I could really go out there right now, drop 40 on your best player.
Mm.
No cap. Don't add them because I'm not playing them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I feel like I could really come back right now. Like leg feel great, mind feel great. We in a great place right now. Life is just on the uphill based on all the
Mm.
hard work that's been put in to get here. You know what I'm
And
saying?
just one quick question, bro. One more question from me.
What's going
Listen.
on, ski mask man?
Listen, we obviously know ACL, it's that's a major injury, that can end
Right,
careers for some, and we've seen it happen. I just want
right.
you to talk me through what was that rehab process like? What was it like getting back to almost full strength as you are right now? Like, what was that whole process like?
All right, so it started off. I went to two rehab places so far. I
Mm,
started off at Ivy Rehab post surgery, and then there I was just like, I was getting the legs stronger, so they'll be better post op. So we working on the bike. I'm doing jumps. I'm doing like slides, touching the floor, and I thought it was working, but it really was not working. And my mom peeped it, so we had went to ATI.
mm,
ATI's been getting me right. Becky, shout out Becky, bro. She's been getting me right from day one. Just always had faith in me. We would start from straight leg raises. So I'm lifting my leg like this, and then we will slowly advance. I'm getting more stuff with weight. I'm doing dribbling drills, and then I'm on machines. I'm doing leg press. I'm squatting, deadlifts, just all this to get my legs stronger. Yeah, I got cleared from there a couple of days ago or weeks
mm.
ago. Thing. And then it's just been a great rehab experience. I feel like if it wasn't for HEI, I wouldn't be where I am right now because they really been pushing me to be the best version of myself that I can be.
Mm.
No, I need that back.
That's good to hear. So my last question for you
These
a
Super Bowl
question we're gonna start
picks.
asking all our viewers before we get to that. My last question for you is
All right.
what does the future look like now for Jabril? What does the future hold for Jabril? You said before you're getting ready to graduate, you're getting ready to get out of here. What does the future look like? You also stated you may not suit up for your school, but you believe and are working towards suiting up for your AAU team. So, what does the future look like for Jabril?
Future looking like college. We're not gonna we're gonna say hoop, but we're not gonna say what level. Definitely hooping in college, Morehouse. I'm saying. Go there. I might go for 2 years, come back home, Westchester, finish it out, or I might start at Westchester and then Morehouse. I'm saying. get my degree in finance, get the high money, probably start my own business, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Yo, see what's in store, man. We got some big things planned for y'all boys, man. Snow Royals on top.
All right, so since
Appreciate it.
you're here, yeah, we really do. I appreciate you for your time. So before we get you out of here, um, we need to talk about Super Bowl, Chiefs, Eagles. Let's get, you know, everybody quick thoughts. Well, we'll start with you, Elijah. Quick thoughts. Eagles, Chiefs. Let's get into it.
Yep. Quick little
So,
thoughts for me and a couple keys to win this game for the Eagles and the Chiefs and for this Eagles team. And I mean, listen, I've said it before earlier. Steve Spagnuolo loves the blitz. Jalen Hurts hasn't been great against the blitz this year. And, but these past couple games, past couple playoff games, he's done good. I know this last game against the Commanders, he went 10 for 16 with 141 yards. He was blitzed on 17 dropbacks, and he had a good game from the blitz. But one thing, Steve Spagnuolo, he likes the blitz. He likes to send pressure. He likes to make QBs uncomfortable. And a key to win this game for the Eagles is that protect Jalen Hurts, get the reads right, get the offensive line protection right, and Jalen get the ball out quick. And hey, listen, keep doing what we're doing because we have a winning formula. Let's not go away from it. We can still win these games. And for the Chiefs, their formula, find some way to limit those Eagles' explosive plays that they are known for, and find a way through this number one ranked defense in the league. And it's going to be a tough game for both teams. I mean, the Chiefs said it before. It's inevitable. They know how to win. But for these Eagles, most talented roster in NFL, but you're running into, like I said before, the Chiefs. So listen, for those Chiefs, limit those big plays and find a way to get through that defense with Patrick Mahomes and that and for these Eagles, find a way to stop that. Find a way to limit this Steve Spagnuolo aggressive defense with these blitzes, with these creative, defensive sets. So yeah.
For me, I want to kind of attest to that. For the Chiefs, you need to get pressure at Jalen Hurts. He's not done good with the pressure this year. So apply that pressure, and you're gonna have to find a way to get through that defense. You're gonna have to find the holes. Patrick Mahomes, you cannot slip up against that defense. You cannot. That defense forces too many turnovers. And the way that offense looks against Washington, it looks like they're going to score every drive they get. They're trying to score, and they look hungry. No, you cannot make any mistakes. Get that ball downfield, find your targets. Your run game got to be strong, but we can't take sacks. Can't have these little turnovers. It's going to bite you in the behind. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, like I said, blitz Mahomes, get at him, make him uncomfortable. You got to get him uncomfortable. I know that's hard. But you got to find ways to make him uncomfortable. If you cannot do that, you're not going to win a game. You have to find a way to make him uncomfortable. And the way to beat the Kansas City Chiefs is you got to score. You got to keep up with them. Can't keep kicking these field goals every time you get turnovers. Got to get these points on the board. Rely heavily on your run game. Saquon Barkley is going to run you to that Super Bowl victory. Rely on that run game. Rely on your RPOs. Rely on your A.J. Brown, your Devontae Smiths on your second and longs, your third and short. Get your Dallas Goedert and your tight end screens involved. Do what you got to do. Move those chains. Cannot stay stagnant. You have to attack. You have to attack the Chiefs. You cannot let your foot off the gas. If you let that foot off the gas, you're going to lose. It is in the history books already and documented. If you give Mahomes a little bit of life, you are done for it. You have to put pressure on Mahomes. You got to make him uncomfortable. You got to. If you cannot do that, you're not going to do anything. And another thing for the Chiefs, you got to find a way to stop that run. It ain't going to be easy, but you got to find a way to stop that run. Because that run game, I'm telling you, Saquon Barkley's hungry. He want that Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, they want that bowl. You got to find a way to stop that run. You have to. If you cannot stop that run, you're not going to win a Super Bowl. They said it themselves. They will run that ball all game if they have to.
Yep.
You can't stop it. They're going to continue to do it. You have to stop the run. And you have to get to Jalen Hurts. You got to get him uncomfortable. You got to. You get Jalen Hurts uncomfortable. He's not done well when he's uncomfortable. Now, he looked good against Washington, but can he carry this on to Super Bowl?
Yep.
You have to. You got to just test. You got to test the words. You got to get to him. You got to hit him. And the same thing for the Eagles, too. You got to hit him. If Mahomes get in that field, You treat him as a runner. You gotta hit him. You gotta let Mahomes know you're not gonna run around this all game. And do not let the game run into the ref's hands. Sorry, the refs. You have to play the football game by your hand. Do not let the refs dictate that football game, because if you let that happen, you're gonna lose. You gotta play your own game. And Jabril, we're gonna let you end it off with this Super Bowl take. Who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
Birds on top, man. Y'all already know who's gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm not a Birds fan, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Eagles. Eagles. Jalen Carter. That's how y'all are winning the game. Jalen freaking Carter.
Anyways, bro, what is your one sports hot take? It could be any sport. It could be anything. What is your hottest take?
I'm gonna give y'all two hot takes. My
Okay.
first one, Tez Johnson is not a good football player. He's not going anywhere with his career. He's going to play in the XFL with Detroit. It's my first hot take. Second
Is
hot
that a
take,
hot
Tulane
quick
football
question?
is horrible.
What did you say?
I said Tulane football is horrible. They lost their star. It's over for them. Their season
Listen,
is out of drought. Y'all are on the same
listen. I
level as the
don't
Army. And yeah,
So
bro.
for the viewers that
listen. I
don't know,
don't. I
Elijah
don't
is
know
a Tulane
what's his
fan.
like. I don't know what his problem is.
Like I said, for those who do not know, Elijah is a Tulane, whatever it is, green football
Tulane,
fan.
And he goes to Lincoln University
wave,
supporting
roll
Tulane.
wave. Yup.
I don't know
Hey,
how he's a
listen, listen,
fan of
listen.
Tulane.
Shout out, Inbox on YouTube. You made me a fan. Listen, I'm gonna make sure you see this. I'm gonna send you a DM on Twitter, my man.
Wow, you're a
I don't
bully.
know. I don't
I
know
don't care.
how he's a Tulane fan, but he's a Tulane
Holy.
fan, even though they got smacked by the Army. But we're not gonna talk about
Hey,
that.
listen.
All right, so that was a little segment. We're gonna try and do this with every guest. We're gonna ask them hot takes. They can give as many as they want. Ask them hot takes. We ended up
I'm
getting
not getting
two.
paid for this, y'all. Do not do this.
We're He's getting reimbursed. We had
No,
two
I'm
hot
not.
takes from Jabril. We had a hot take from, but that's not really a hot take. That was just a bad take.
Prediction.
Tez
That's just a
Johnson is
prediction.
horrible, by the way.
That's a hot, yeah.
Now let's really talk about Tez Johnson real quick, bro. What does he have to offer? He's 5'9", 175, bro. What is he going to do for a
Not
professional
even
football team,
175,
bro?
bro. He's one. Let's pull up the screenshot, bro. We're gonna put the screenshot on the
169,
screen right here.
175. It
I'm
doesn't
gonna put it
You're
matter.
gonna
on the
see
screen.
his Reese's Bowl senior card right here on the screen right now. I want
Reese's
you to look
Bowl,
up the
bro.
numbers. Listen, bro.
He's soft as a peanut butter cup is what you're saying, bro. Tez Johnson, if you're watching this, you cannot guard me. We can line it up right now. I'm not there no more, bro. You sold my ticket. I need the one.
You so
I'm 6 foot 180. I'm clip farming. 6'1",
that I'm clip for.
172. You cannot hold me. A $50 bet that I'll get 3 catches on you. Set it up
But he
now.
plays,
I'll come to
but he plays
Eugene.
receiver. So do you think you could stop him through? You can get
Yes,
3 stops.
yes.
All right. Well,
Okay.
you know what?
Tez Johnson, you're a scrub.
No, we'll tag Tess Johnson. No, we might even just DM him. We'll see if he responds. But
Tez
You
Johnson.
know, it's all for fun and games, Taz.
yeah.
We love you,
You
Taz.
used to be a
Hope nothing but the
crash.
best for you, Taz.
Now you're soft. Tez
All right,
Johnson.
thank-
You're nobody. Tez Johnson. You're a failure. Tez Johnson.
Oh,
Tez
wow.
Johnson. Ah, man, I can go all day about you, Tez. Don't get me started on college football and you just be dropping wide open Wildcats. Yeah,
So if y'all don't know, he does not like Ted Johnson because of NCAA. But we're not gonna get into that.
Tez Johnson, you're horrible.
Okay. All right.
Am I
So thank you, Jabril. Thank you for the time that you've given us. We appreciate you. We really do. Um, we'll put Jabril's Instagram up there. Y'all follow him. I probably have all the like any other like things that he got that he wants to plug. We'll plug whatever it is for him. I'll be thank you for your time, Jabril. And yeah, I'm just gonna do the you
outro?
wanna
Do
stick
outro.
around for the outro,
Yeah,
Jabril?
we have him do the
Huh?
outro.
You wanna stick around for the outro?
Yeah, bro.
Uh,
All right, this has been the Playbook Podcast. We appreciate all the love and support from our viewers, from everybody that watches. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you for all the support. And this episode should be dropping Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure yet. I don't know when I'm gonna get this done. So
hey, listen.
yeah, Thank you. Zoom is about to
Yo, they
kick
about
us
to kick
out.
us out this joint.
Zoom is
Yeah,
about to kick us out. So thank you for all the support, all the love. Thank you. And I'm Bryce. Below me, I believe, should be Elijah, and to my left
maybe.
should be Jabril. We thank you guys
Bro,
for tuning
sync.
in. We thank you guys for tuning in,
And
and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.
No, it
yep.
won't. No, thank you.